Here's why self-concept matters. And I had someone comment on one of my videos yesterday. We were talking about an SP, and I did a video that you had to work on your concept of self, including flipping the belief that you're not chosen, you're not good enough. And someone posted, like, no, you don't have to do self concept. You can just affirm, flip the belief, and affirm the opposite. So, we're going to talk about all of that. Do you need to work on your self concept, or can you just manifest for an FP? Let me go ahead and move. All right, there we go. I'm adjusting my camera and my microphone, a lot of technical stuff here. Okay. Welcome to Patty's World. Stick around for the end of the video because you really do need to hear everything and everything I'm going to cover. I'm Patty. I talk about how to manifest and draw in and create the life of your dreams because you're absolutely worthy. And this is all about conscious creation. I am a transformational coach, and I guide you through the steps of transforming your own life because you are powerful, my love. You can transform your own life, but you first have to create it and believe it within yourself. Okay, so let's talk about it. Does self-concept matter? That is a huge question. I have a lot of people ask me. And if you have questions or topics that you would like me to cover, go ahead and put it in the comments, and I will do a full extensive video on my approach to manifesting. Now, like most of you, when I first got into conscious creation and manifesting, it was through law of attraction at a very high level, meaning at a very broad level. I hadn't really gotten into the bones, into the meat of it. And so I understood it the way Abraham Hicks teaches it. Feel good. How are you feeling? You will vibrate with things at that level. Get into the vibration or the energy, which is totally law of attraction. Well, how do you know what energy you're in? I get it. Different emotions. If you study quantum physics and understand the scale of emotions, different emotions have different energetic scales. So authenticity, love, peace, happiness, joy are higher vibrating emotions. Heavier emotions like shame, fear, guilt, anger are denser emotions. And so when you're operating from core beliefs or core moods or core emotions that are fearful or worthlessness or hopelessness, you will attract and align with things at that level. Excuse me, I'm going to be drinking throughout this. I've had allergies, and so it coats my mouth. Excuse me for that. Okay, so why does self-concept matter? Because when you first get into manifesting and you start getting what you want, like you're able to shift your mind and focus, get into the now, and however it works for you, it's different roads to the same goal, different roads to the same location. What really boosted things for me was law of assumption, approaching it through the version of me who has their desire. You get into the energy of having and being. You create in the mind, in imagination, in consciousness, because we only have the present, powerful, eternal now. And in the now, we create it in the mind because our thoughts carry energy, and we step into the state of the person who has it, who is it. Here's why self-concept matters in a nutshell. Because you're able to manifest in the parking spot or your SP, and they come in and out, in and out, in and out, and they come in, and you get them in. But if you're still operating from the version of you that created the circumstances and the situation that caused for them to leave you and that led for them to leave your life or bring in the third party, then you're operating from the same version of you, from the default version and the current level of subconscious programming that you have. And that is what you are aligning with. And you may be able to get a little bit what you want. You get in a little bit of the money, or you get in your SP, but you don't feel good about yourself. You still are operating from a low self-concept, and everywhere else in your life, you're attracting people and circumstances of the same. And really, what I have found, if there's one area where you're lacking, it tends to be mirrored in every other area. And what really boosted me and took me to an even higher level was self-concept work. When I started changing the beliefs and assumptions that I had about myself, and I started believing in my worth and value, believing that I was worthy of having everything that I wanted in life, that I was worthy of love, of wealth, of abundance, of success, of feeling good, of having positive, healthy relationships in every area of my life, then I really elevated in everything because I was operating from a more elevated self-concept, from a higher version of me, not from the woman who was just settling, because we tend to settle. And maybe we get something in one area, you're able to manifest a limit on money, but you don't get to keep it. It doesn't stay. And that is lottery winners, or someone who gets in a bunch of money but then they waste it, it doesn't stay. And that is because within them they have a limiting belief. There's a subconscious belief that they're not good money managers. Maybe they can manifest money but they can't multiply it. They don't get to keep it. They don't live in excess and overflow. So there's a lot of limiting beliefs encircling and encompassing bringing and drawing things into your life. But when you elevate your concept of self, the concept, the belief, the perception that you have of yourself, and you believe that you're worthy, you believe that you manage money well, you believe that you're always chosen, you believe that you have healthy relationships, you operate from a belief that you're whole and complete, that you're healed, that you can trust and be trusted, that people show up in your life, in your energy sphere, and they're healed and they treat you well and they treat you with respect. That is the kind of circumstances that you align with. You manifest by default. You can imagine something and think it, and it shows up in your reality. And it's like magic. I mean, it's not really magic, but it's magic. It is energy. It is all energy. That is the law of resonance. That is the law of vibration. That is the law of attraction. And because you manifest what you are, not what you want, when you are the most healed, whole, complete, elevated, ideal version of you, what are you going to attract? Things and people and circumstances at that level. And that is why sometimes you see people who maybe you see them and they're not more talented than you, and they don't work harder, but they have the things you want. Why is that? Have you ever asked yourself, or why there seems to be people that are so lucky and they get everything, they make it happen? They believe in their worth and value, and they know they're capable and deserving. And it's not through toil and through efforting or laboring or hard work. It is because their perception of themselves is the perception that I can make this happen. They intend for it. They make it real. They envision themselves having and being. They operate from that version of themselves. Before you get evidence of it in your 3D reality, you operate from the belief that it's already mine. And then your external world, the world of the five senses, will conform. That's how it works. Everything stems from you. So, my love, I would say that no matter what you want to manifest in your life, and this goes for everything: love, money, success, lifestyle, health, self-concept is the foundation. It is the underlying core belief that you operate from, the perception of yourself. The version of yourself who is healthy, the version of yourself who is abundant, the version of yourself who is a very good money manager, the version of themselves who is confident, secure, and safe, and has healthy relationships and is always treated well. So what version of yourself are you living from? When you ask yourself that question and work on yourself from that place, and you change from within, you create from within, it'll transform your life. And then you could think, oh, wouldn't it be awesome to have this? Or wouldn't it be awesome to go to this country? Wouldn't it be awesome to live in this house? Wouldn't it be awesome to drive this car? And the circumstances and the people align to make it happen. And that's when you're a powerful creator, a manifesting mastermind, which I'm teaching a course right now. We had our first session today. Session 2 is tomorrow. And then I'm going to have it in my stand store. But this will transform your life. It will transform your life because you're transforming yourself. And when you change yourself, the people in your world will either fizzle out and fall out, or they will show up treating you differently. I promise you. That is the key. It's simple. It's not easy. It's repetition. It's believing in it, committing to it. Because what is the alternative? Staying the same and suffering and not being happy and living a mediocre life and settling. And you have to make a decision that I'm no longer settling. I am worthy of living and having the life of my dreams. And that all comes from you. Okay? So that's what this video is about. If you can do anything today to start working on your self-concept, all techniques work. Find the ones that work for you: scripting, visualizing, meditation, mirror work. I love mirror work. And then just pour love into yourself and think highly of yourself. It'll transform your life. Okay? All right. I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you're following me on all my social media platforms. And let me know in the comments if there is anything that you would like me to discuss. money manager, a friend of mine, Monica, I saw your comment, my friend Monica, and she's a financial planner. And so let's think with clients. You can even imagine yourself, that all your clients are successful and you really help and uplift your clients into managing their money well or successfully or whatever it is. Anyway, so we can approach this through wealth creation as well. Okay. And I'll do a separate video on that. But okay, I'll see you on the next one because I'll keep talking. All right. Take care and thank you for joining me.